world. Entire humanity in the world is experiencing the crisis of the COVID-19 calamity. It is essential that each and every citizen remains alert and cautious. We are observing and hearing the news related to coronavirus over the past 2 months and how the virus is spreading among several countries, causing immense loss of human life and economic downturn. The World Health Organization has declared it as a pandemic with a potential spread across large geographic area. I thank the people of Andhra Pradesh for diligently observing the Janta curfew on 22nd March in response to the call given by our Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji. After assessing the situation on the ground and to prevent the potential risk of further spread of coronavirus, PM Shri Narendra Modi announced complete lockdown throughout the country for 21 days, beginning from the midnight of 24th March. The key to successful prevention of spread of COVID-19 lies with following the guidelines issued by the authorities, such as stay indoors, at least 1 meter distance should be maintained between one person and another, go out for purchase of vegetables and other essential commodities only during the time stipulated by the authorities, duly maintaining social distance, frequent washing of hands with soap and sanitizers, to wear a face mask in case of symptoms of cough and cold, to contact a medical professional at the call center in case people experience any symptoms associated with the coronavirus, and follow the advice. Do not use self-medication. Avoid all essential travel. Chief Minister Sri Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy has made it clear that people should remain where they are till 14th April, including those residing in other states. Government is making arrangements for door-to-door survey by village volunteers to track and monitor the movements of persons who return from the other countries. Tests will be made and it will be conducted to those with the symptoms of fever, cough, cold and breathlessness. I appeal to the people who have returned from foreign countries to voluntarily come forward and share details of the travel history, stay indoors and notify the health authorities in case they experience any symptoms related to virus. The state government has made necessary arrangements to supply ration and pulses to poor families apart from cash incentive of Rs 1,000. Police personnel, doctors, nurses and the entire medical fraternity, sanitation personnel and the media should be appreciated for the round-the-clock selfless service being provided by them. As responsible citizens, it is our duty to extend cooperation to the administration by adhering to the guidelines issued from time to time. I appeal to the people to understand the seriousness of the situation, as the COVID-19 is posing a threat to the entire humanity. As you all are aware, no definite solution has been found to save us from the corona pandemic, and prevention is the only way. And in other countries, the spread of this disease and the number of people infected by coronavirus has grown at a rapid pace. As responsible citizens of the country, It is time for us to resolve to overcome the global crisis by fulfilling all our duties as citizens and abiding by the guidelines given by the central and state governments. We must resolve not to get infected ourselves and prevent others from getting infected. It is wrong to assume that everything is fine and that we will not be infected by the coronavirus. If anybody is under such wrong impression, he is certainly pushing himself into a dangerous situation as well as exposing his family members and those around him to a dangerous disease for which no cure has yet been found. Keeping this in mind, I appeal to you all to keep indoors till 14th April of this, till such time as declared by the authorities, and not to step out of your homes, except those who are in essential government services, healthcare services, people's representatives, media personnel. All others must isolate themselves from rest of the society. I also appeal to the elderly and senior citizens and those above 65 years of age to not to leave home during the lockdown period. I request the youth organizations like NCC, NSS and the Red Cross, NGOs, civil society members to spread awareness about the importance of staying indoors during the lockdown period and maintaining social distance. I request each of you to in turn pass on the messages to the other people whom you know, so that the message reached everybody for taking effective precautions to prevent spread of COVID-19. Homeless, poor, laborers, migrant workers are worst affected people during these times. I have instructed the Erector Society officials to distribute essential items such as face masks, hand sanitizers, food packets, water packets, etc. at free of cost. I requested the people to make use of the arrangements for testing and quarantine facilities made by the state government at constituency level and district headquarters. Anybody with the symptoms of dry cough, high fever, sore throat, difficulty in breathing should immediately contact the nearest health facilities center, get themselves tested and seek medical advice on further steps to be taken. The coronavirus is spread through cough or sneezes, personal contact, contaminated objects, mass gathering. The only way it can be prevented is by frequent hand wash with soap or hand sanitizer, wearing a mask, avoiding contact with sick people, covering mouth and nose while coughing and sneezing. As you all know, a special fund by name Prime Minister's Citizens Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Fund, known as PM's CARES Fund, has been set up under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister. PM CARES Fund is set up as a dedicated national fund with the primary objective of mitigating the emergency situation as COVID-19 pandemic and to provide relief and rehabilitation to the affected people during such calamity. Industrialists, corporates and people across the country are extending their contributions to the PM Care Fund liberally. I also frequently appeal to the people to come forward to offer their generous contributions to the PM's Cares Fund as well as the Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister's Relief Fund, so that we strengthen the hands of the governments and to enable the country and the state to prepare itself to deal with the calamity which is posing a threat to the whole humanity. In response to the PM's appeal, I have decided to contribute 1 month's salary to the PM's Cares Fund as a humble gesture, and as a responsibility towards my state, I have decided to donate rupees 1 lakh to the AP State Chief Minister's Relief Fund. Our contribution to the fund will go a long way in mitigating the emergency situation posed by COVID-19 and to help the poor and needy people in their difficult times. I once again appeal to all the people of Andhra Pradesh to strictly adhere to the guidelines issued by the centre and the state governments. It should be kept in mind that frequent hand wash, self-isolation and social distance are the best measures to combat the spread of coronavirus. Be careful, stay safe, maintain distance, contribute and collaborate in our fight against the novel coronavirus. Jai Hind.
COVID-19కి సంబంధించి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర గవర్నర్ బిస్వ భూషణ్ హరిచందన్ గారు ఇచ్చిన సందేశాన్ని మనం ఇప్పటివరకు చూసాం కదా. తిరిగి ఈ సందేశం రాత్రి 7:30 పునఃప్రసారం అవుతుంది.